step into a world of shadows and deception as we explore the mysterious and terrifying realm of mimics. These entities are masters of transformation, able to take on the appearance of anything or anyone they choose. Imagine the thrill of discovering a secret trap or the chilling realization that a cunning and elusive assailant has lured you in. Encountering a mimic is enough to send shivers down your spine in this world of hidden dangers where nothing is as it seems. Have you ever heard those eerie stories where someone hears a voice, thinking it's a loved one calling out to them only to realize that person isn't even there? Those tales have a way of sticking with you, haunting the edges of your imagination. Let's explore the world of mimics together. We will uncover why they camouflage, deceive, and reveal the hidden truths beneath their everyday facade. Let's explore the mysterious world of mimics, where reality deludes us.
Mimic will lure you or your loved ones in to harm them and dispose of you personally.
Seeing the back of each other's heads, like hearing each other talk, I never really knew what it was called when they originally told me about it. But now that I look back, I'm like, oh, that was a mimic. You guys had a mimic in and around the house.
There is something that stays around me that mimics my husband.
I think I'm crazy. I'm horrible. I'm hearing myself. I hear my own voice.
Ever caught on camera and that I have ever experienced in my life. That sounds almost identical to my voice.
In the unknown realm, mimics stand out as masters of illusion. These entities or phenomena are not limited to any form. They can be creatures, objects, or sounds that mimic something entirely different from their true nature. Their purpose? To blend in or to ensnare. Some mimics hide, camouflaging themselves to avoid predators' detection or catch their prey off guard. Others take on a more ominous role, imitating something harmless or familiar to lure in unsuspecting victims. The thought of something that can perfectly imitate a voice or appearance to deceive us is a chilling testament to their cunning. Mimics are not a monolith. They vary widely in their methods and motives. In the natural world, mimicry is often a survival tactic. For instance, some animals mimic the appearance of more dangerous species to ward off predators. In supernatural or mythological contexts, mimics might assume the form of inanimate objects or even loved ones, creating scenarios straight out of a horror story. These beings challenge our trust in the familiar, making us question everything around us. The uncanny valley theory explains the discomfort we feel toward things that are nearly but not quite human. It suggests a point where something can be close enough to humans to be recognizable, but still far enough away to be unsettling. This is why specific animations or robots can make us uneasy. They look human, but lack the subtleties that convey life and warmth. This reaction could be an evolutionary defense mechanism, alerting us to something that might be pretending to be human for malicious reasons. The concept of the uncanny valley also connects to deeper, more primal fears. Historically, humans had to be vigilant of predators and other human-like beings that could pose a threat. Our instinctual ability to recognize the other could have been a survival tool. Today, mimics tap into this ancient fear, tricking our senses and reminding us of when not every face was a friend. Mimics embody our fears of the unknown, blurring the line between reality and the unimaginable. They remind us of the darkness lurking in our world's corners. Mimics fascinate and terrify us in all forms, keeping the legend alive in our collective imagination. Throughout history and across cultures, the concept of entities that mimic others has been both fascinating and terrifying. One particularly eerie example is the doppelganger, a term derived from German that means double walker, referring to a ghostly double of a living person. This concept, though relatively recent in the scope of folklore, has become synonymous with stories of doubles and mistaken identities worldwide. Doppelgangers often appear as omens of death or misfortune, adding a sinister layer to the already unnerving experience of encountering one's double. Norse mythology introduces us to shapeshifters like Loki, who could change his form at will, embodying the fear and intrigue of beings that could assume many guise. In Japanese folklore, the tanuki and kitsune are shapeshifters who can transform into other beings or objects. The tanuki, often depicted as a mischievous raccoon dog, uses its transformation to trick humans or amuse itself. The kitsune, or fox spirit, is known for its intelligence and magical abilities, including the power to become human or create illusions, often with the intent to teach a lesson or guide humans. Both creatures play with the boundaries between reality and illusion, embodying themes of trickery and wisdom in folklore. In literature, from the medieval and Renaissance periods, doppelgangers and other mimic-like entities frequently served as harbingers of doom or moral lessons, embodying the anxieties and superstitions of the times. The appearance of a double was often interpreted as a sign of impending death or a manifestation of one's darker nature. The British Isles folklore introduces the fetch, a spectre bearing a striking resemblance to the doppelganger. Seen as an omen of death, a fetch appearing at night was believed to signify the imminent passing of the person it resembled. This belief underscores the pervasive fear of being replaced or overshadowed by a double, a theme that resonates across different cultures and periods. The raven mocker and the wendigo are fearsome creatures from Native American folklore, renowned for their chilling use of mimicry. The raven mocker from Cherokee tradition preys on the sick and elderly, extending its life by consuming their hearts, often while invisible or disguised as a benign figure. It announces its presence with haunting raven calls, sowing fear before striking unseen. The wendigo, associated with greed and insatiable hunger, is depicted as a towering, skeletal figure that can mimic human voices. It lures people into the wilderness by imitating loved ones or cries for help, only to devour them, embodying the cold, predatory aspect of winter and famine. In the realm of the supernatural, the mimic demon represents a direct manifestation of this fear. By copying the voices of loved ones or appearing in their forms, these demons seek to sow fear and confusion, feeding off the emotional turmoil they create. Across cultures and through the ages, the concept of mimicry embodies a universal fear of deception, of the familiar turned sinister, from the eerie doubles of folklore to the shape-shifting spirits and creatures of myth. These stories speak to a deep-seated unease with the idea of being replaced or deceived by something that seems all too familiar, whether as a reflection of internal fears or as cautionary tales warning of the dangers lurking just out of sight. The legends of mimics and their kin continue to haunt the human imagination, a testament to their enduring power to fascinate and terrify. Lately, there has been a surge in the popularity of videos claiming to capture encounters with mimics on social media, particularly on TikTok. These videos typically depict an individual alone at home, when suddenly they hear a voice that could eerily sound like their own or a family member's. This unexpected event often frightens the person recording, and many viewers are left wondering if these are real mimic encounters. I've gathered some of these videos to share with you. You'll find the links to them in the description box so you can check them out and decide for yourself.
The clip I'm about to show you was caught live during a paranormal investigation here on TikTok. Right there, listen. It's like it's coming from upstairs. Come here. Come here. Come here. What the fuck? Come here. Come here. What I told you. Come here. Fuck.
Think I'm crazy? I'm home alone. I'm hearing myself. I hear my own voice. I'm hearing my own voice. I'm telling you, bro. I hear my own. Listen. Listen. Bro, I'm bugging. Yo! Yo!
I heard like me say like hello or hey or something. So I'm trying to wait and see if it does it again because I'm a nervous laugher. So
While these mimic encounter videos are intriguing, they can be easy to fake with clever timing, camera tricks, or audio embedding. Given these possibilities, determining the authenticity of supposed mimic encounters based on online videos alone is challenging. The YouTuber Hannah the Horrible conducted an experiment where she successfully recreated one of these videos, demonstrating how straightforward it can be to produce such effects.
Because I recreated this video very easily in my own house by myself, and I'm going to show you that video right now, and then I'll come back and tell you how I did it. So I did this completely on my own, and it took me about a total of 10 minutes from start to finish. So I did this with an iPhone and an iPad. All I did was recorded my voice on my iPhone saying, hey, in like kind of a quieter, weirder voice. And I recorded me saying, hey, 3 times. I made sure to wait about like 5 to 6 seconds before I said anything, because then I could start the recording behind the closed door and have enough time to get out the door and film myself reacting before my recording started on my iPhone, if that makes sense. So I put the recording of myself on the floor, I pressed start, and I had given myself a 5-second head start. I just walked out the door, closed the door, and then I was filming the door on my iPad. That's it.
Seeing how easily Hannah was able to recreate a viral mimic video really makes you think. It's a reminder that not everything we see online is as it seems, pushing us to wonder just how many of these videos are more about clever editing than genuine encounters. That's all for our exploration of the enigmatic world of mimics. From the roots of ancient myths to the viral videos of today, the allure of mimics shows how deeply these stories resonate with us, blending fear and fascination. While the authenticity of online mimic encounters remains debatable, especially with today's technology making it easy to create convincing fakes, these narratives continue to capture our imagination. Thanks for joining me on this exploration. If you're intrigued by the mysteries of the unknown and enjoy unraveling the stories behind them, don't forget to hit subscribe and like the video. See you next time.